Shalom and good day all, this is Healing29 back again for another DC comic review, and in this DC comic review it is Tom Taylor's DCeased. Goodbye Tom Taylor, goodbye. Yes, he's deceased, he's passed away. Okay, now that the joke's over, time to move into the review. So first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that's connected inside with the story? Sure enough it does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. And one good thing about this, I'm glad that this is an household story and not mainstream Tom Taylor. So, moving into some of the art around the beginning, and of course, as you can see here, we have Kara, who is known as Supergirl. And of course, you can see Tom Taylor's actually brought in something else that's connected to somewhat his Injustice universe once again. And this is why he's a bit of a one-trick pony, because in Injustice 2, who was the big villain? Of course, it was Brainiac. So we get to see how Brainiac here plays a part in the destruction, or in this case, some preservation of some parts of Krypton. And of course, she gets sent out, and in this case, she ends up in New Genesis, where in the Injustice universe, she ended up in Kandak, or she was taken under Kandak, or Black Adam. As we advance a little bit farther in the story, we of course return to Earth, to which we get to catch up with some of the Green Lanterns, and of course the present day Superman, who is John Samuel Kent, and the present day Batman, who is Damian Wayne. And last but not least, we start to look towards the end of the story, to which we actually get to see the character of Brainiac once again, but in this case, he's got a bit of an ass whooping of sorts. And now he's speaking about a virus, the virus that connected to Cyborg in the first story. And of course we have Superman here with a somewhat cyborg arm. And of course, John Kent almost looks a little bit on the Asian side there. The art needs to be slightly fixed there. Just saying. Last I looked, John Samuel Kent is an Asian. So for the internal art, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the area in relation to the story. Did we get any comic references to any of the previous runs? No, but it would not hurt to include it, especially for a new reader. Now moving into the area of time, this also links in consistency in relation to some of the locations. So we had Den, which took place in relation to Krypton and Kandor, and that was connected to Kara Zor-El, or Supergirl. And then we had 2 days later, which took place in relation to Earth 2. We also had in the location New Genesis, so linking to the Fourth World stuff by Jack Kirby. Moving into next thing, the cast of characters. We had Kara Zor-El, we had Brainiac. We had Damian, John. We had members of the Green Lantern. We had Jonathan and Martha Kent, to which it was a little bit half-assed as to how they sort of recovered the character of the person who became somewhat zombified. And yeah, how does it go story-wise? Because it's going against the storyline. But it was still nice to see their reunion. We, of course, saw Mr. Miracle and Big Barda, and last but not least, we saw Clark Kent, Superman, and we cannot forget the person who makes the best of the Bat family, and that is Alfred Pennyworth. For the overall story rating for this, I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. Well, until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.